Hello everyone and welcome to my Candy Love. There is an event online for the NewGen. I already played this episode with Hyun and Freya. Links are that into the description box down below. And now we are going to replay the episode with Castiel. The phone was starting to heat up against my ear. Which do you want to live this mini episode with? Castiel. Yes, me too, Mr. Bipray. I will do that. Well, if the situation arises. Yes, exactly. Don't hesitate to come by the cafe one of these days. Have a good day too. Bipray, isn't that your banker? How do you have such a big smile? Because I just left my grand factory. By the end of the month, I will officially be free. I will have finished paying off my loan, and the cost beer will belong completely to me. Ma'am, I don't know much about that, but isn't it rare to pay off a loan so quickly? My partnership with you helped a lot. I must say together we are 4 times as strong. In any case, congratulations. That's a reason to celebrate, right? Definitely. The evening of my appendix will set the date. Believe me, actually I have a plan. I don't want it to be just a simple party or an opening like we usually do. I mean, I want there to be art, of course, but I like something different and for it to be a stepping stone. And that's why I like to reach out to our agency to do something out of the ordinary. I see. Do you already have someone in mind? Absolutely not. I don't know anything about stuff like that. I thought about asking Alexei if he could recommend someone to me. Yeah, you could do that. Otherwise, I was contacted by someone recently, a certain Devon Oker. He handles an event planning agency. He liked to work on our next album release. And you remember him? I thought he never answered private messages. Actually, I didn't know you still looked at your social network page. I thought Gavin handled all that. Actually, the guy is smart. He noticed I was never online and he wrote to me. Like, with a handwritten letter. Frankly, I was impressed, but not enough to answer him, I will admit. But I promised myself to think of him if ever the occasion arose, and here we are. Wait, let me find this letter. And here it is. This company is called Developmental. I looked them up online. First point for them, they are well referenced. Nice site, and they have quite a few references for such a young company. I will contact them. After all, between young entrepreneurs, we have to stick together. Perfect, I can wait to see what to come. Me too, now I'm really curious. After consulting their site, I sent an email to Developmental. And an hour later, a certain Roy called me back to enthusiastically accept my request. He's coming to the Cozy Beer Cafe this morning with the rest of the team to take a tour and talk about my expectation for the event. I can't wait. Oh, you don't offer Dalgona coffee? That's too bad, plus it's easy to make. It's really trending this season. May I offer you a pumpkin latte instead? Why not? I need cafe. In any case, is your latte organic? Of course. Do you prefer animal or plant-based milk? We have almond, rice, soya, coconut. You fit in at the Soot and Morris Grand Hotel bar, you know. So I've been told, but I prefer the atmosphere of the Cozy Beer. Hey Billy, I didn't see you. Do you want a pumpkin latte? As long as I'm using this blender. Hey Nina, yes, thank you, but please serve this new customer first. Hello, I will have a cappuccino, please. Oh, Amanda, you're already here. Perfect. Yes, Lynn, hey, I feel less alone. I was starting to wonder if this was a right cafe. A meeting, could it be? I told you we should have taken the 7 line. The stop from line 8 is at the other end of the shop street. Exactly, well that was the point. A little walk in the morning is a great warm-up, don't you think? I'm pretty sure that technically over 6 miles per hour is no longer called walking. We will ask Thomas. He will know if there is an official convention on the subject. You know, you could also get up half an hour earlier and arrive on time like civilized people. But we are on time. Well, to arrive a minimum in advance if you prefer. Usually civilized people begin by greeting each other. Look, it's not that complicated. Good morning, Amanda. It's great to see you here. Did you have a nice evening? And good morning, Jesselyn. How was your evening? Is that them? Now, I'm not so sure. They look more like a bunch of friends than office colleagues. Plus, I think I've already served them not too long ago. The man with the glasses gave me a piercing look, as if he was reading my mind. Calm down, friends. We don't want to make a bad impression on our new client. He walked up to me with a firm step and held out a strong hand. You're Melody, right? It's nice to meet you. Dev and Ogre, we have a meeting together. That's what I thought. It's a pleasure to meet you. You've already come here, right? Absolutely. How could one not come and take a short break in the best cafe in town? But please let me officially introduce you to the developmental team. Meet Roy, our sales manager, but above all, our FDev, our event manager if you prefer, for everything related to sports, events, and activities. Delighted, we spoke on the phone. You have a great place here. Amanda takes care of everything related to artistic or luxury events, more generally. So she was definitely looking forward to meeting you. I see he has done his homework. It's true, a really pleasure. I'm a big fan of Esther, and I've always wondered how a cafe in Morris managed to ensure the exclusive of their exhibition. To be completely honest, Esther and I old acquaintances, and their agency is my associate, which also helped. And our latest recruit, Yeslin, we are lucky that she joined us recently. She was trained in strategy, planned in a big agency, and she finally chose to join Developmental as a Eve Dev. We are so lucky to have her. I can say the feeling is mutual. It's nice to meet you, Melody. I can wait to work together. Me too. Thank you for responding so quickly to my request. And since you are all here, almost, I'm sure our last team member will be here soon. I apologize for him being late. And here he is. So, Thomas, did you want to make an entrance? Oh yeah, Thomas, I remembered seeing you with them the last time. I will tell you again, but you have changed so much. Did you say hello to Iris? How is she doing? I didn't have the opportunity. We are not to contact regularly. She is abroad. She does odd jobs as she travels. But she is fine. Yes, as far as I know. I think my mom would have told me if Iris was in trouble. Okay, I see. And so, what do you do at Developmental? I manage the back office and events related to new technologies. Well, that sounds great. I'm sure it suits you well. Do you want a coffee too? I will take a hot cacao. Nina served him as Devon spoke again. Okay, well, since everyone knows everyone, shall we get down to business? I understand that you want to organize an event to promote the cozy beer. Is there a particular occasion that prompts you to reach out to us? Since I already played this episode with Brian and Yoon and got in both the episodes the illustration with choosing different choices, I'm going to choose in this video the choices that I haven't done in those two. I'm not sure if it will give me the illustration, but we'll just see how it goes. I just wanted to see what an agency could bring me in terms of new ideas. I see. And that's the reason I bought the whole team. I think that's our strength. To think we have that in common. You and I, we want to create something that looks like us. Because otherwise, what's the point of getting up in the morning, huh? For sure, in any case, the idea for this event is really celebrate the cozy beer itself. Obviously, I want the art to be part of it. It's part of our identity. But not only if I wanted to do an exhibit, you and I could have taken care of it. I see, to answer your request, I will need to know a little about the history of the place. When I started as a waitress here, it was a very classic cafe. But I always liked its atmosphere. And when I finished my studies in art history, I couldn't see myself getting up for something that wasn't like me either. When the former owner told me she was selling, a light bulb went off in my head. I borrowed everything I could and took the plunge. I wanted to create a place that brought together my passions. Art and people. It was seen that I'm good at listening to people and at making coffee. In short, I liked the idea of a cafe gallery. But it was unpredicted. There were ups and downs, but I got through them. You mean the ordinary or fairy, when you found yourself in a money laundering secret? Thomas, do you really think she brings us to remind her of her worst memories? Well, it's public information. Don't tell me I'm the only one who looked up information about Melody before coming. Such an affair, of course, pops up on the web. People love scandals. I know, but the manner isn't one. It really is a page in my story that I'd rather forget. Oh, that's too bad. I think it gives more of a unique character to the story. I heard about that story too. It didn't only make noise on the web. I didn't necessarily intend to talk about it, but I'm curious, how did you get out of it? I still can't believe it, to be honest. I set up a crowdfunding, people saved me, literally. We sold tickets for an event, but it was a bit strange. Until the very end, I didn't know if it was going to be a goodbye party or a survival party. In the end, it remains one of the most beautiful memories of my life. Here, look. All while talking to them, I found a few pictures on my phone. Hey, hang on, I remember. I wanted to go. I'm sure I bought a ticket. Thank you for your support, Devin. It warms my heart. I was going to come with another one of your employees, a total crowdstorm fan. She was so upset that she couldn't come in the end. But tell me, how did you manage to have an exclusive with the new group, even before the album? Beldy has known Castiel since high school. In all likelihood, that's where the connected came from, right? He is my husband. Do you have any other information like this that you have kept to yourself, Thomas? Thomas shrugged. You have a great memory, Thomas, but I must admit that since then, he and I have become a little more than friends. I played with the ring on my ring finger. And the surprise concert played a big part of the success of the crowdfunding, that's for sure. Interesting, very interesting. You really have a typical story. So, excuse me being frank, but how did you manage to maintain your activities as a gallery owner after that? I'm lucky to know a little about the art world. I suppose a certain distinction. Such a scandal is kind of the thing that scares exhibitors away, no matter how innocent you are. I was lucky to benefit from the support of artists who know me and their agents who became my partner. Fascinating. By the way, how do you define your artistic approach? I, wor- uh, I work with what I like. If I like an artist's work, I exhibit it. It's that simple. In fact, I see the gossipy as kind of artistic springboard, as it is done in music. I see. I will make a note of that. It is, as you said, an important part of your identity. About it, when you do openings, who comes? Your regular customers, or people who only come for the occasion, or a bit of both? It really depends on the event. Sometimes I have some of my student clients at openings, but most of the time regulars who know that they will see the paintings anyway. When they, I will see regulars know that they will see the paintings anyway when they come to the cafe. And art lovers come for the openings, but I don't see them the rest of the time. Okay, and your regulars, what kind of customers are they? In the morning you have quite a few office workers who take something to go. Otherwise, there are people from the neighborhood, quite a few university students, some high school students, they are quite young. I see. And the people who stay during the day, do they order a lot? I hope so. This barista has a real talent. It would be a shame if she remained unknown. And precisely, if you could use this event to attract new customers, how would you see them, these new customers? Who would you like them to be? People who order a little more pumpkin lattes and a little less plain coffee. Okay, that all seems pretty clear to me. I think there are a few avenues to explore. I think about it, Jesselyn. I will no doubt need your insights. You know about the big cities better than I do, and there are some interesting comparison points. Oh, with pleasure. Thomas, did you have any questions? Not really, more of a suggestion. The website needs to be done. It's horrible. Well, at least you can't be called a hypocrite. I think it's always best to tell the truth, especially when something can easily be improved. I think what Thomas was trying to say in his own way is that it would be a mistake to only take the event in consideration. Absolutely, this event should be a high point as much as the signal for a new beginning. Well, if the interpretation you're envisioning correctly, you said it yourself, if it is just another exhibiting opening, you don't need us, but I think we understood your request. How about coming to visit us in our office? In, let's say, a week. Sounds perfect to me. I look forward to hearing your suggestions. They all left. The cafe felt suddenly empty. We are really colorful. They are really colorful. That's not all the idea I have had of an event agency, you see. If one day I had to work in the office, I like to be in There's. It seems cool. It does seem cool. Hey babes, you are already here? I wasn't expecting you so soon. That's not exactly the welcome I had in mind. Come here, Pancake. You will know how to show me some love. No, sorry. Actually, I cooked something and I wanted to surprise you. Huh? Wait. Who are you? What have you done with my husband? Stop. There's already enough pressure as it is. But hey, we hadn't celebrated your independence yet. And I wasn't going to invite you out to dinner. Too classic. So I'm giving it a shot. At our own risk. Oh, that's so sweet of you. Come here, let me kiss you. He joined me on the sofa, where our reality is touching, inviting with a tender kiss. Well, the good news is that there's still another 30 minutes before it is done, so we can toast while we wait. So how was your meeting with Developmental? Oh, it was unexpected. I thought we were just going to talk about the event, but they asked me a lot of questions about the cafe. I summarized the whole meeting for him as best as I could. Oh, and you know what? Guess who works there? Thomas, Iris' little brother, was in high school with us. Oh yeah, I remember him. I wonder what he looks like now. I was thinking if you don't mind, I could come with you when they present their offer. I'm really curious. Oh really? Yeah, of course, two opinions are better than one, and that could make me really happy. We kissed tenderly before sitting down to eat the delicious meal prepared with love. Hello, you must be Melody. It's nice to meet you. I'm Elenda. I'm the press attest among other things. The others told me a lot about you. I was eager to meet you. Elena seems really cool. She also seems to be doing everything in their power to remain professional in front of Castiel. Come with me. I will take you to the meeting room. You will see they've come up with great ideas. We followed her. When we walked in, everyone stood up to welcome us. They are sitting on swings. I'm playing this for the third time and noticing that now. Okay. Welcome, Melody. We are excited to see you again. Oh, but you didn't come alone. Yes, I took the liberty of coming with Castiel. I hope you don't mind. Are you kidding? It's an honor. I've tried to contact you some time ago. If I had known you were coming. I know I don't always answer, but I read. Especially when someone takes the trouble to write to me by hand. So when Melody told me she was looking for an agency, oh, I see, thank you, but let's not stray from the subject of the day. Today we are here for Melody and the Kassenbier, 100%. In any case, make yourself at home. I believe you know everyone. Or almost it's true that Boom wasn't with us last week. And so this is our amazing design editor, Boone, the official pen of Developmental. Nice to meet you. You will see they did a great job. I can't wait to put that into words for the release and the app. The app, but one thing at a time. You would look like to sit down. Jesselyn, the floor is yours. So our general idea is to really put the Gossip Beer on Morris DNA. Listening to you tell your story, your vision is quickly became clear to us. That what makes your identity is the gallery dimension, of course, but above all, you share history with this city. So we imagine our event as the backbone of the larger plan of attention, of which it will be the perfect reflection. And who says event says cocktails, but not just any cocktails. Roy, it's your turn. Indeed, when Amanda told me about the talent of your barista, it gave me some ideas. Why not let people share their caffeinated creations on a dedicated app? I'm not sure I understand. It's very simple. We will kill two birds with one stone. Let's forget the site. It's no longer the subject. I'm creating an app which is a kind of loyalty card on which everyone can design and save their favorite drinks. And order them in advance, of course. Of course, we work in collaboration with Nina, right? So we will define a possible combination so we can stay true to our work. That way we will embrace the loyalty of your regulars who could even meet through the app. And if it works well, it could become a sort of trendy game and even bring quite a few new customers. And sort of a kind of cafe social network, coached by our little in-house genius. But do I have the means to finance such a thing? We always make it a point to honor to respect the client's budget. As part of the friends and community side that we want to develop. Something modern, urban, but at the same time intimate and local. And for the event, we would design a number of new coffee-based cocktails. All free or not, each member of the app would receive one free, simply by pressing their QR code. Trust in my student memories, we never found anything better than a free cocktail to get people to come. But the signature cocktail site would attract a more upscale clientele too. They vary people who buy art and have influence on social networks. For the event, however, I know you didn't want a simple opening. So here's what I have to offer you. Instead of paintings, we installed screens, which I would have framed by a specialist I've known. Each frame would trace a different exhibition you have made. And we could show all the works exhibits at the Castiel, since it became a gallery. Obviously, if you wish, I'd be easy to add that to the app. People could admire them and admire them there and even buy them. Well, if you and your partner are interested. Sounds like a great idea. Devin continued, full of energy. Exactly this. With the app, they will always have a bit of the coffee beer in their pocket. We could also have a video clips of the concerned artists in the frame screens. Not only painters, the musicians too. In short, the idea is to really celebrate the history of the place and the personal relationship that you were able to cultivate with all these artists. If we do things right, in a year, this is what will stand out about the coffee beer on the web. You will really need to dig to find a trace of the mafia story. Especially if Amanda and Devil pull off their plan with the museum. It will generate clicks, that kind of thing. The museum, did I miss something, or is that I have saved the best for last? I thought that we could offer each guest a small bag of goodies. With a personal glossy Burman, but also a series of twin prints of your favorite paintings. Well, among those you have exhibit, of course, but Devon encouraged me to think bigger. And he is right. Eventually, this CBC Choice Series, as I like to call it. I can find this place in the museum gift shop and at the tourist office gift shop. In a short, endorse the idea that the Cassie beer is part of the heritage of this city. I see the idea, but the museum isn't that a bit elitist? Is that really respecting the image of the cafe? I understand your fears, but have you been there recently? I have been very busy. I understand. You'll be pleasantly surprised. Recently, they have multiplied initiatives aimed at the general public. The new curator is a childhood friend of Devon, like half the city, actually. Not that much, but yes, in this case I know her well. I promise you nothing. But I think I have a reasonable chance of making it happen. In any case, we can't say you are lacking in imagination, that's for sure. At the risk of disappointing you, the rest is a little more classic. I will take care of finding the caterers. The idea is to have everything revolved around the theme of coffee, from the bite-sized appetizers to the desserts. Oh, I have a friend who might be able to help. Dusty worked at the coffee beer too. Well, we were planning to use kawaii cakes, but of course if you preferred another provider, no, great minds think alike. That was who I was thinking of. Your friend is a great artist, Melody, a Michigan even. Finally, for the music, I was thinking of having a DJ I know, Spiral Sai. He does great electro sets. And if I ask him, I know he will gladly do a Crowdstone remix, in tribute to your common history. I wait for Castiel's opinion on the subject. I can't wait to hear that. It's always good to hear new influence. Phew, I was afraid that you wouldn't like the idea, but since the original had already been performed, don't worry, for once I will really enjoy the evening, and that is all I ask for. Especially since I look like this event is going to be huge. Yes, plus we can already play experts from the last Countdown concert at the cafe on the screens. And I think that concludes our presentation. So what do you think? I'm totally blown away. It's going to be absolutely wild. You have exceeded my expectations. Yeah, as I said, the evening promises to be great, but personally, especially like how you respected the identity of the Kosobeer and Melody's work. True, I feel like these are ideas that I could have had, and at the same time that I never would have had. Congratulations, you truly are the best. It shows that you really work well together, quite frankly. I didn't really know what to expect, but you're the opposite of what I thought about agencies. You couldn't please me more. That has always been my plan. See you soon, Melody. See you at your event. See you all soon. Melody, I'm sorry, it's been a real race, dropping Tia off at the babysitters. And swinging by the shops to bring you back this beauty. But the wait will have been worth it. I never doubt that. Breathe, Rosa. The main thing is that you are here now. You will see, it's going to be a historic event. Here, sit down. Maltis, come and try one of our exclusive cocktails. You definitely deserve it. Oh yeah, I know. You need a mocha vaganza. You didn't hear it from me, but you are going to love it. It's my little favorite, and a mocha vaganza for Rosa. Nina got busy behind the counter. You are in good hands here. I'm going to get ready and change in the kitchen. So let's see what Lick and Rosa have planned. Oh, they've outdone themselves. It's beautiful. Okay, a dash of makeup and even a little more, I'm off. I'm not going to miss my own event after all. Plus the caterers will soon need to use my dressing room. Wow, they've been listening. Seeing all this come to fruition is really great. And there are already lots of people. They communicated really well. It's nice. I feel like a guest in my own house. I also like to taste a mocha vaganza. I was served by an overexcited Nina when I saw Chinese standing in front of her screen. So are we admiring our own works in high definition? That's not very modest. Good evening, Melody. Yeah, right. I was just wondering what my work was doing alongside all these artists that I admire. Poof, your work honors my walls. That's what it's doing. That's nice of you. I still have a hard time getting used to it. But you and Violet seem confident, so... Actually, speak of the devil. Good evening, you. Tiny, my dear, you will never guess who I just met. The creator of the museum. Nothingness, I'm telling you. One of these days, Esther, Ellie, Christine, you will end up on their walls. Tiny didn't look so sure. Yes, I assure you, prints are good. It's just a first step. I want a logical and modern art win. And all thanks to this young woman. We will have to meet again. I have a lot of ideas. You're welcome, it's nothing, and yes, let's meet again, my pleasure. You and Manon seem to be getting along wonderfully. They laughed in intermission. Is it me, or do they have something in common? It's funny. I'm not sure the world will recover from their accountant. Oh, wait a second, I'm being called. I crossed the room to join Devon. I was trying to get my attention. And here is the queen of the party, Melody. May I introduce you to Mr. Carrera, the mayor? It's an honor. Welcome to the Castiel. I didn't expect. Madam, congratulations. You know we talk a lot about you at the town hall. Especially since your partnership with the museum. You are too pure to our community. Oh, thank you, but I had a little help, you know. Devon and his team. I know, they are great. I'm delighted to see your young entrepreneurs at work. You are the feature of the city. I can't believe it. He's been invited to all our openings since the start, but he never come. And now I'm having a drink with him, with the mayor. And man, I wasn't kidding when he said Devon had connections. Oh, my dear Cullen, what a pleasure to see you here. I didn't know you were a coffee lover. Well, now, the coffee beer has been an institution at the university for a long time. It's about time to the city of get up speed. But tell me, as long as I have you here. I left into their discussion. I took a few steps away. I felt a presence behind me. Well now, my Melody. No wonder it's becoming so hard to get in. I see that there are some very important guests. Alexis, sorry, I didn't see you coming with all these people. Did you see? It's crazy. Yeah, but there will always be room for the original member of the terrific trio. Melody isn't going to forget where she comes from. Not her. Never, Rosa. But tell me, how many mocha vaganzas have you had? Just the right number. Child-free evening, Melody. Child-free evening. Hey, Priya, how's it going? It's been forever. She jumped into Priya's arms. Don't worry, I will keep an eye on her. Enjoy your evening, and well done, by the way. You will have to introduce me to the geniuses who imagined this event. It may be of interest to us at the agency. My pleasure. Here, wait. Roy, I'm sorry to tear you away from Jesselyn like this, but no worries, Melody. The client is queen. I'm sorry, it's for good cause. I'd like to introduce you to Alexi, a very old friend who would like to know more about Developmental. My pleasure. It's nice to meet you, Alexi, but I'm not going to ruin the evening for you with a commercial speech. So how about toasting with my signature cocktail, the record man? Caffeine and protein, the best of worlds. Jesselyn refuses to taste it, on the pretext that, and I quote, only I can swallow such a thing. I just think it's dangerous to drink something like that for anyone who does less than 3 hours of sports a day. Yeah, in fact, it's amount to the same thing. I will give that to you. I'm going to take a deja brew instead. But let's toast. With pleasure, Rosa. You coming? Since they seemed okay, I left them and continued my little tour. The cupcake seems to be a real success. Young must be delighted. Hey, I wonder where he is. It's packed here too. People seem to be having a good time. Except that guy over there. I don't think I know him. But that won't be the case much longer. Apparently, judging by the way he is skulking through the crowd to come see me. Charming little party you are giving here. The cocktails are a nice touch. Thanks, glad you like it. Don't hesitate to download our app if you are interested in our caffeinated creations. And yes, the app is cute. A big amateur in design, but cute. He stopped abruptly. He was looking over my shoulder. I'm afraid I have to leave you, Melody, right? But don't hesitate to contact me. He slid the card into my hand without dropping his carnivorous smile. If one day you want to work with a real agency. Devon Roy, sorry, I'm not staying, but we will see each other soon. He just left before Devon and Roy reached me. Is everything okay? Was that someone you know? No one important, you can ignore them. Are you still enjoying the evening, Melody? They are going to bump up the music. They are about to go wild. Yes, totally, let's go. And that was definitely the word. I don't remember people dancing like that at the Costi Pier. There were fewer people than earlier, and my new friends from Developmental were enjoying themselves. I suddenly heard Castiel's voice behind me. This mix is pretty good. This mix is pretty good. I want to play the keyboard. Do you think he let me? If he asks nicely, perhaps he'd tell me. You know the owner. If you are scared, wait, I will let him play this song. This vibe really works. Look at everyone. I turned towards the dance floor. There's Amanda was swaying in her hips, and Roy was moving in a rather mechanical but enthusiastic way. The other members of the team weren't left out. Jesselyn was also accompanying her colleagues with a few master dance steps. They seemed to appreciate this moment of relaxing after such a success. You okay, Thomas? What are you doing all alone? Besides, you don't want to dance? I responded with a shrug, then realized it was me. He elaborated. I don't see the point. If I want to work out, I will do that in a less chaotic way. And if I want to listen to music, I prefer headphones. It's easier to enjoy the sound in all its complexity. Okay, that's an argument. But personally, I'm going back. We danced for a few more songs. Then Vince casually calmed down. The DJ freaked out when Castiel emerged from the crowd with Galen. And they took control of the turntables to prolong the slow. Thank you very much, Devon. I will never forget this evening. You have done wonderfully. You are welcome, Melody. The pleasure was all ours. Really, it was a cool event to organize. Gradually, the others joined as people are leaving the cafe. Erik was the only one who didn't seem to decide to abandon the caffeinated cocktail bar. He was deep in discussion with Nina. Castiel was finishing his set. He was sipping his cocktail while dancing slowly to the music. A bit further away, Priya was talking to Ryan at the table. They were both smiling. Even thought I saw Nina talking to Kim outside. The members of Developmental were all grouped around Devon and me. Oh wait, now that I think about it, there is one thing that bothers me in all this. Please from now on, just don't call me ma'am anymore. Oh, you scare me. We'll do that whenever possible. I like to keep a simpler relationship with people. We were happy to help you, Melody, and people seem to have appreciated the event, right, Thomas? Uh, yeah, I guess, judging by the traffic rate and the number of downloads of the app. By the way, Thomas, the app is really perfect. That's all people are talking about. Well, actually, I already have one or two ideas to improve it after seeing it in action. We'll talk about it again. Castiel left. Castiel left Gavin alone to end the set and joined us. Castiel, it's been forever. I can see the Crowdsman is doing better than ever. Ewan, great to see you. We do what we can to survive, since the departure of our favorite community manager. He's nice. I think the Craftsman is doing great without him. And I don't think that bothers Ewan in the slightest. Well, your idea about the cocktails has taken us to a whole other dimension. Especially Rosa. I just saw her leave with Alexi. I know someone who is going to sleep in town tonight. It's true that Rosalie really lets go and fully enjoy the mood. It was great to see. I hope that it won't be too hard for her to wake up tomorrow morning. It's mostly thanks to Nina. My personal moment for creativity is reserved to a small elite group. Well, you don't know what you are talking about. No one from the elite will drink something like that. Are you talking about the record man? It may not be a member of the elite, but I thought it was good. Finally, at least someone else tasted my cocktail. I'm reserved. Amanda sighed, a definite look on her face. Amanda, I'm really impressed by your work at the museum and by the scenography for tonight. Yes, I didn't have the time to congratulate you, but you have a real talent. And don't forget, Yeslin, you know how to coordinate all our stunts and keep them in order. It was very simple once we settled on the global vision. I didn't forget you. Yeslin, rest assured. I'm sorry we didn't have much time to talk. I held up my hand to shake everyone's hand. And I get again the illustration. And I have now answered every choice that is possible. So it doesn't matter which choices you answer. You will get the illustration anyway. But I think it's a really nice detail that they just give you the illustration anyway for the last event on this. From my kind enough. Yes, it's really nice. Something is telling me that we'll see each other soon. Okay, so this was the end of the episode with Castiel. Thank you all for watching. If you like it, then please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I hope to see you back into my next video. Maybe until then, bye!